What's up, YouTube? How's it going? Back by popular demand. This is episode 3 of Breaks with Breaks. This is a series where I give you tips and tricks to get better at MK. So let's take a break as we break down some MK with me, Breaks. Today we're going to be talking about matchup knowledge. For those of you who don't know what matchup is, it's just basically a match. It's just you and the other character, whatever your opponent is. So this matchup is Sonya versus Scorpion. This is the matchup that we're looking at right here. Now, I'm not going to show you the matchup of every single character in the entire game because that would be a really long roster. Plus, I don't know what all of your main characters is. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you the tools to learn a matchup. So let's say you play Scorpion, or you play Sub-Zero, or you play Kung Jin or Kung Lao, whoever you play. Let's say you play this character and you're really struggling against a specific character. Wow, English is tough, you guys. Let's say you're really struggling against a specific character. You don't know how to beat this character. I'm going to show you the tools that I use to learn how to fight a new character. In this episode, let's say I'm struggling with Scorpion. What I would do is I would go into training mode, as you can see right now, and then I'd go over Scorpion's most popular things. The very first thing we're going to look at is learning the gaps in popular strings. Scorpion has a very popular string, and his string actually has a gap in it, so we're going to go over that right now. This is something that you can do with yourself. You go into training mode, you pick your main character, and then you pick the character that you struggle against. Then you find what their popular string is. Once we can figure out what the character's popular string is, we go into here and we set record. And this is Scorpion's popular string. It's 2-1-4. That's the string that every Scorpion does. Oh, he's doing that random kick. I don't know why sometimes record mode does that. It throws in a random kick. So we're going to do that, and then we're going to wait. There we go. See? 2-1-4. That's Scorpion's most popular string. It's a positive string, and all Scorpions love to do this. Now, what you guys might not know is this string has a gap. So to figure out whether a string has a gap or not, you go into practice mode, set your character to block, and you start trying to armor everything. That's kind of like the hard way to do it. That's the way that I learned how to do it. But the easiest way to do it would be to Google whether or not a character has a string and where they have the string, and then practice punishing that gap in the string. So that's the first thing you want to do if you're really struggling against a character. If you feel like their pressure is overpowered, if you feel like the character's OP, that's not true. There's going to be a gap in there somewhere. There's going to be a point in which they're negative. It's your job to find that gap. It's your job to find the point in which they're negative, and then learn how to punish it. Next thing on the list is character tendencies. That's right, character tendencies. Each character plays a certain way. They have a certain moveset that they use almost exclusively all the time. As you can see, Sonya's character tendencies is her overhead and low, and her low starter. Those are the combo starters that you're going to see almost all the time against any Sonya, no matter what. So it's your job to learn how to punish these character tendencies. One of the most popular Scorpion character tendencies is his 2-1 and then cancel or stop into either a grab or overhead or a low. So it's our job to learn how to punish that. Let's say we're struggling against that. Once again, like I said, you go into training mode, you pick your character, and you force them to do the move that you struggle against, and then you find a way to punish it. So we're going to go ahead and do that now. We're going to find how to punish one of Scorpion's most popular strings, and that's his 2-1 and then grab. So we set him to do that. Let's see if we can punish it. Doesn't look like we can down poke that. Can we? Yeah, it looks like we won't be able to down poke that, but maybe we can do something else. So now I know that I can't down poke it, but I could armor it. Oh, he just straight up grabbed me. Come on, Scorpion, attack. There we go. So we found a way to punish one of his most popular things there. Now, I would have to, in order to punish with this, I would have to predict that he was going to do the grab, because if he does the low, his low is still going to hit me. So I don't know if this is a very favorable thing to do. I'm going to try to down poke again. Doesn't look like the down poke's working. I'm going to try to down poke with a different button. No, it doesn't look like it's working. Maybe I could backdash? Yeah, we could backdash. So I'm guessing off the backdash, you might get hit by the overhead, but you won't get hit by the low. We're going to try this again, this time with the overhead. Yep, you do get hit by the overhead. But the overhead is slow, so I'm sure we can down poke this. Let's see. Okay, we were able to down poke, but he caught us too. I don't like... Maybe I can grab? No, I can't grab. That down poke is faster. There we go. So we can do the down kick for Sonya. So that's what you want to do. You know a character likes to do certain things. You know Sub-Zeros love to do 2-1, and then they love to either go for like their overheads or their lows or their grabs to mix it up. It's your job to go into practice mode and learn a way to punish it. So that's what we're doing right now. We're looking at character tendencies. Scorpions love to do that move and then either an overhead, a lower, or a grab. So it's our job to go into training mode and punish it. Next, we're going to learn how to punish popular strings. This is kind of already what we've gone on with learning gaps. It's kind of the same thing, but the difference is some strings, let's say they don't have any gaps, but at the end of the string, maybe they're negative, and so you could punish it. A lot of people don't know that, and so they choose not to punish it. The best way to learn whether or not a string is negative is, let's say you just got destroyed by this amazing player online, and you want to learn how to fight this character that player was doing. Once again, you go into practice mode and you try to see the moves that he was doing. You input your opponent to do it and find a way to punish it. Now, one of the most popular things Scorpion likes to do is this 1, 2, 3 into teleport. And teleport is extremely negative, so you can punish that with a full combo. A lot of people don't know that the teleport is really negative. So you can completely punish the teleport. Even his EX teleport on Wake Up, extremely punishable. How you would learn that is the same thing I'm teaching you right here, is going into practice mode. See, he tried to teleport on Wake Up and we got a full combo off of it. Teleports are extremely negative, even the EX version, so you can go ahead and get a full combo off of that. And it's your job to learn that. And you learn it the same way I learned it right now, by going into practice mode and learning whether or not you can punish it. Now, some things will look like you can punish it when you really can't, and so how you learn whether or not you can honestly punish a move is to set the character to always block. Let's see if I can, here we go, block mode, put it on always, and then we want him to do a specific move. Let's say Wake Up. Oh, give me the Wake Up. What is it? Throw, no, from hell, take down, no, take out, no, spear. Where is, here we go, teleport. Is teleport different from flame port? Oh, we gotta knock him down. Okay, maybe flame port is the EX one. We want the EX one because we already know that we can punish the regular one. So let's see if we can punish the EX one. See, we set him to always block. And we got a clean punish. See, that's what I'm saying. That's how you know whether or not you can actually punish a move or not. By setting him to always block, it lets you know that the move is completely punishable, because otherwise he would just block it. Up next, we're going to learn how to deal with safe pressure. Some characters do moves that aren't negative but aren't positive either, and you need to learn how to deal with them. A lot of people have no clue what to do, and so they try to down poke or jab or something, and since they're not negative, your opponent could just block your down poke, and then you're at minus like whatever 16 or 10 frames, and then your opponent's able to punish you. So if your opponent does a move that's not negative and it's not plus either, it's neutral, it's probably your best bet to either try to grab or backdash. Backdash is very important. Make sure you utilize that backdash. This is something that I already covered in the frame data one, but I just wanted to make sure to emphasize it in matchup knowledge, because it's also important in matchup knowledge. When you're learning how to fight against a character, some of their strings might not be positive and they might not be negative. And so if they're neutral, you kind of need to know what to do. And for that, you would go into practice mode, just like I said now, and you would go over what we're doing here. So you would do their string, whatever their string is. So what I mean by certain strings like that, dealing with safe pressure, this is quote-unquote safe pressure, even though it's negative. This overhead is safe if you're too far. If you're close, it's not so safe. You can get... Oh, he was able to block that. Check that out. That's crazy. All right, so it really is safe pressure. So this is exactly what I mean by safe pressure, his overhead. It's not completely safe. It is negative. However, it pushes you far back enough that Scorpion can block before you can get a poke out, as you notice here. Go ahead, do it. Alright, you can probably get a low poke out before you're able to block. So that's all with this episode of Breaks with Breaks. I just wanted to show you guys the tool that is needed, or the tools that are needed, to learn how to fight a character that you feel like maybe you're struggling with that matchup. Like you play, I don't know, Kodo Khan, and you tend to lose a lot to, I don't know, Kung Lao or something like that. So you'd go into practice mode, go over these steps that I went over with your character, and see if you can learn a way to punish Kung Lao or whoever it is, the character that's beating you. See if you can find a way to punish their moves. This is to help you guys get over that feeling of hopelessness, that feeling like a character's OP. If the character's predictable but you have no clue to punish him, this is what you do to learn how to punish them. This is what you do to learn how to take control of these predictable movements. Because once you can predict your opponent, you can basically win the match. Just straight up win after you know what your opponent's going to do. So I hope you guys all enjoyed this. Be sure to have a great day tonight and an even greater day tomorrow. What? Can you have a great day in the nighttime? Wow. Fail on my part. Have a great night tonight, everybody, and an even greater day tomorrow.